All right, y'all. We back. 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 Hey, we back. We back. All right, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay. I wonder if they're going to go to 4 today. I'm very curious. Let me see. Okay. I don't know why I was sounding like that. Let me try this. Hold on 1 second, okay. Y'all. All right, hopefully this is better. I don't know why it sounded like that. All right, hopefully this is better. I don't know why it sounded like that. Okay, this is a bit better. Anyway. All right. Let me speak to y'all. I see we got Miss Demi. We got Miss Smith up in the house again. Demi, I see you. Sweet Essence, what's going on? Mocha Drop, what's up with it? Ham Sandwich, what's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's up, Nightbot? All right, so we are back from lunch. Okay. Looks like we just got the defenses done with cross-examination. I'm glad because you getting on my nerves still. All right. So let's kind of get into this little recap that we have here. And then we'll kind of go from there. Let me see. I did let everybody know we started a little earlier than anticipated. All right, so the jury was dismissed for lunch, and we are now picking up. Mia, a former employee who is testifying under the name Mia, resumed cross-examination by the defense this morning. All right, psychologically under Combs' grip. Combs' defense attorney, Brian Steele, questioned Mia about several text messages that she sent to Combs between 2018 and 2023. In one message, Mia wishes Combs a happy holidays and told him, "I'll always be here for you in any capacity." And another, she wrote that she was sending him all the love in the world following Kim Porter's funeral. When asked why she sent Combs these messages after her employment had ended, Mia testified that she was still psychologically under the grip, or under his grip. Capturing footage. While she was his assistant, Mia testified that Combs required her to carry a flip camera to record him before Combs hired full-time videographers. Mia testified that she absolutely did not have any videos showing Combs berating her or in a moment of rage saying, I would not have been allowed to film that. She added that recording Combs in such situations would have been a huge break of trust, loyalty, and confidentiality. Internalizing blame and shame. Hold on, y'all. Okay, there we go. Okay. Internalizing blame and shame. Mia, who has been testifying about the verbal, physical, and actual abuse that she said she experienced while employed by Combs, said he threatened her to tell his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, what happened between him and Mia. This caused her to internalize blame and shame, Mia said. She also testified that nobody around batted an eye when Combs misbehaved and that he continued to be praised by everyone in his inner circle and in public. Tracking devices. Mia testified Combs knew about her private text messages with Ventura because he had stolen her phone many times. She said that he had also stolen Cassie's phone many times and put a tracking device on her car. Mia said that this made her terrified of Combs. She later testified that even after she left, she was still expected to remain in consistent communication with him. All right. So, hey, S. White, how you doing? Hey, K. Calloway. Thank y'all for joining us. So the defense resumes cross-examination of Mia as the jury returns after a lunch break. Now, the defense attorney Brian Steele asked Mia if she intended to sue Sean Diddy Combs, her former boss, based on sexual assault allegations that she has made against him. Mia testified that that wasn't her intention. Hey, Faith. The defense attorney also asked Mia if she wanted money based on her testimony at trial. She said no. Defense attorney Brian Steele suggested that Mia was let go from Sean Diddy Combs' company for alcohol use. Now, child, that's rich coming from somebody like Diddy. Anyway, Steele asked, "Isn't it true that you were let go for failing to arrive on time and for drinking?" She said, "Absolutely not." Mia testified that she worked for music icon and social activist Madonna for about 8 months after she stopped working for Sean Diddy Combs in 2017. At the time, she said that she did not think that Combs had blacklisted her. Context. Mia testified during a direct examination last week that she hasn't been able to work because of her severe PTSD. Hey, Miss Catherine. I would have to leave because I would be triggered by really normal situations with an overwhelming sense of fear or of being in trouble. Mia said of when she tried to work. She also testified about being scared of Combs and thinking if she left her job that she would never be able to get a job somewhere else. Defense attorney Brian Steele returned to the messages Mia sent in December of 2016 after she learned Revolt Films, the Sean P. Diddy Combs' own business that she was working for at the time, would be shutting down. In these text messages, Mia said her life was over. "My entire world has been ripped away from me immediately," Mia testified today. And even if, in hindsight, the world was awful, I don't know I didn't know it at the time. Steele asked if she wanted to continue working for Combs and his businesses at the time. I wanted to continue following my dreams. I was finally making real stuff, and I had a separation from him, Mia said. Defense attorney Brian Steele asked Mia a series of questions about, hey girl, what's the tea? A series of questions about what she knew about Cassie Ventura's journey of other women Sean Diddy Combs dated. Mia said that she didn't recall Ventura having specific jealousy of Kim Porter, who Combs shared 3 children with. However, Mia did say, I'm sure that she wasn't thrilled when Ventura learned Combs was dating other women behind her back. He presented to her that they were exclusive, Mia said. Defense attorney Brian Steele asked Mia a couple of questions about reporting the abuse allegedly endured by Combs. The former assistant testified that she didn't contact law enforcement about it. She also said no when Steele asked her if she ever considered reporting the alleged abuse through a women's shelter, doing so anonymously, or asking a third party to report it for her. Child. Defense attorney Brian Steele revisited Mia's testimony about the time Sean Diddy Combs slammed a door on her arm multiple times. Mia said that her arm was bruised, but she didn't seek any medical treatment. I wouldn't have been allowed, she said. Mia said that she didn't scream during the incident, even though it was painful. I was just in shock, she said. Jesus. The jury took a quick break. Defense attorney Brian Steele has finished his cross-examination of the former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs, testifying under the name Mia. Now, prosecutor Madison Smearner or whatever is now questioning Mia on the redirect examination. So now I think we're caught up. So let's get into this. Prosecutor Madison is going through several of Mia's social media posts that the jury saw during cross-examination. Now, didn't I said before we went to lunch, I told y'all that I hope that during redirect, they bring some of this stuff back up. Hey, boo, how you doing? I told y'all, I said, I'm hoping that when they do redirect, that they come back and circle back around to this, because it's important that we circle back around to this. Okay? But anyway, Mia confirmed that promoting the events and projects in those posts were part of her job. She said the government asked Mia what Sean Diddy Combs did when he thought that she wasn't doing her job. I would be screamed at, humiliated, made fun of, and my job would be threatened, Mia said. Mia confirmed that posting for Combs' birthday was also a part of her job, and if she didn't do it, she would have been in trouble. Okay, so let's see what's over here, child. Let's see what's over here. Let's see what's over here. All right. Diddy sitting over there, y'all. His attorneys. And then you got Steele. You got Steele up here, and you do have the witness. She's back off up over here, with her head down. All right. I want to get into these tweets, cause, baby, I see names being mentioned. Nicki Minaj, Kid Cudi, Rick Rose, Fabulous. Y'all dog. We naming names. Madonna. Child, we naming names. Yeah, we got to go over this. We got to go over this here. Shout out to Kempire. All right, let's see. Break. Jurors, you can leave. Dum, dum. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? You ready, ready? Ready, 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 ready. Ready, ready. I'm over here twerking. For Pride Month. Is doing a little twerk for Pride Month. How can I sign in? Oh, girl, I don't want to do all this. Please just let me. Okay, there we go. All right. Yes, please like the video. Please, please, and thank you. I really appreciate it. All right. I really appreciate it. Also, by the way, y'all. Oh, Demi, thank you. I did go ahead and I already got my 5-year membership. Sure did. Sure did on my lunch break. Did. Cause baby, I'm gonna need some of that in some of them benefits in a couple of weeks. So absolutely. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah. I appreciate you. Now, as far as the channel is concerned, y'all, we are $35 away from our goal today. Okay, we're $35 away from our goal today. So I do want to say that at any point in time you would like to contribute to the Catch app, we are $35 away from our goal. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it, child. Y'all ready? Let me wet my whistle again. Hold on. Oh, and guess what? While I was on lunch, they got me, girl. They got me, girl. YouTube. They straight up said we is not monetizing this here. I was like, you bald head skeezer. You bald head wench. Okay. Okay. Hey, Mama Bees. Hey. All right, so let's go. They are back. Mr. Steele, you may proceed. Mia, were you able to review over the bread some of your interviews with prosecutors? I meant the break. Well, I didn't mean the break. They meant the break. They meant the break, but he put the bread. And again, they be typing fast, so sometimes, Anyway, Mia, were you able to review over the break some of your interviews with prosecutors? Yes. And you didn't mention sexual abuse until June of 2024. I don't remember the dates. Did you give all of your materials to the government? I gave them to my lawyer. They gave them to the government. Look at this one. In these notes, did you raise sexual abuse to the prosecutors? Objection. Improper refreshment. Did they mean improper refreshment or improper? I don't think that's supposed to say refreshment, do it? Do they say that in court? Improper refreshment? Again, I know they be typing fast and autocorrect probably be correcting stuff and he probably don't even notice it. But is that a court reference? That's not a court reference, is it? Improper refreshment? These is improper refreshments. We don't want no moose knuckles for refreshments. We don't want no sour potatoes for no refreshments. Improper refreshments. We don't want no big best burger with all that cabbage and hot dog on it. Oh, Okay. Okay, so it is. I don't know. You tell me improper refreshment. I'm gonna think you talking about improper food. Yes, he means refreshing her memory. Got it. Got it. Understood. Understood. You learn something new every day. Okay. You say you don't understand why some get paid. Wait a minute. You don't understand. I don't understand why some get paid reviews. Oh, of the trial? It's no telling. You slip up and say some of these words because I think that's what you're referring to. You say some of these words and they just demonetize, child. Okay, so the judge overruled. Did you did you raise it? Did you raise this concern in January of 2024? Definitely not in the first meeting. Did you give all of your materials to the Okay, wait a minute. This how I'm gonna know which way I'm going. Okay, so I think these top ones. Okay, yeah, I'm moving up, moving up, moving up, moving up, moving up, moving up. They're back. Read that. Okay, here we go. Sorry, y'all. I don't remember each meeting, each specific meeting, but I definitely didn't raise it in the first meeting. And in this next document that you just reviewed, just ask her if her recollection is refreshed. No, not to the specifics. You never mentioned actual abuse until you hired lawyer Sean Crawley. I have no idea when I first mentioned it, except that it was after I had representation. You intend to sue Mr. Combs for compensation. You want money. No. Who have you worked for since? Madonna. For how long? About 8 months, from April of 2019. When you did that, did Mr. Combs assist you in getting that job? Absolutely not. So you were not blacklisted? No. No retribution? He took away the TV show, the credit I was promised. You told the jury that you were surprised that you were let go, right? I did. And you were let go for drinking. No. You remember Miss Ventura video called The Official Girl? Yes. And King of Hearts, her song with Nicki Minaj, The Boys? Yes. And Nicki Minaj is well known. Yes. I mean, that wouldn't be the first time Nicki has heard her name in court documents. And Miss Ventura did the song Numb with Rick Ross. She did. And I love it. With Fabulous? Yes. And do you remember Miss Ventura being in the studio with Kid Cudi? I don't remember the specifics. And Mr. Combs himself, right? Yes. The TV show you mentioned. What was it to be about? My experience. How a person from a small town dealt with a person such as Mr. Combs? A comedic version. What other films do you work on? Dope, Lawless, and Undefeated. You enjoyed the projects? Yes. And you called the people a second family. We all called it that. You thought Mr. Combs was a genius, huh? At the time, you wanted to continue to work with Mr. Combs, right? I wanted to continue following my dreams. Do you know if Mr. Combs' company put more into promoting Miss Ventura than he did with any other artist? I didn't absorb everything. Who is Jason Wiley? He works for the record label in budgeting, right? Do you recall being given the opportunity to have your therapist notes be seen by the parties? Objection. Sidebar. They have a sidebar. It says during the sidebar, her court art courtesy to Inner City Press. So shout out to Inner City Press for the court art. And I'm going to hit that like on there. All right, they're back. You never called law enforcement, right? I did not. You said when you were stopped while speeding in LA, Mr. Combs got you out of it. You remember? I do. Did you ever think of calling anonymously? No. When you say Mr. Combs hurt your arm, did you seek medical help? No. I wouldn't have been allowed. Did you take any photos? No. Did you scream? No. I was in shock. Before the 5 days that you said that you were awake, did you ever stay awake that long? Absolutely not. You testified that you would give up all of the money if there had not been any actual abuse. Any decision that you will make any decision that you will make money by testifying. No, that's not even a thing. Your Honor, can I set up those other matters? Yes, we'll break for that. Jury leaves, the witness leaves. We'll reconvene. They're back. Still says nothing further. Members of the jury, do not consider any of the testimony about this witness communication with her therapist. Ms. Smith, it's your turn. Mia, was posting to social media part of your job? Yes. As part of that, did you post on your personal Instagram account? Yes. What did Mr. Combs do if he thought that you were not doing your job? I'd be yelled at and humiliated. Did other employees also post for Mr. Combs' birthday? Yes. The birthday video, was it for Club Diddy? Yes. And did Mr. Combs co-on the water you were drinking? And did you say Revolt, the project you were working on, at the end? Yes. You posted about the good, not the bad times. Yes. Why did you want to make the person who abused you happy? When he was happy, I was safe. Were you worried about your physical safety? Yes. I'd been abused by Puff before. I knew his rap. Did you engage a pro bono lawyer? Yes. Wait a minute. Yes. Okay. Why did you meet with the government so much? So my story could be understood. Why were you terrified of Puff and the repercussions? I think, well, yeah, okay. Did the government tell you what to say? No, only to tell the truth. How do you feel about public speaking? Terrified. Can you explain that? Given that you've been in comedy, I had Puff's permission for that. Any comparison to testify about Mr. Combs sexually assaulting you here? No. Why are you here today? If not, I couldn't look my goddaughters in the eye and ever advised them what to do in this situation. Mr. Steele, any recross? No, sir. Mia, you may go unless you want to stay. Mia leaves. I'm sure she don't want to be there. Okay, y'all. So, whew. Mia's testimony over the last 3 days has been extremely interesting. My opinion on it, I believe, even though Steele has kind of gotten on my nerves, I really believe that he has done. I mean, he did his job. He did his job. I'm glad that during the re-examine, I'm glad that they went back in as far as those pictures and those videos. I think the defense was hounding in on the fact that she said that a lot of this happened. Now, still, again, he questioned about, pretty much her story, and then not only her story, but about the fact that she didn't come out about the sexual assault until later on. Listen, they may have had to pry that, the government may have had to pry that out of her. I don't know. But what I will say though is I do believe that based on her timeline of reaching out, texting, contact, communication, based on all of that, I really kind of don't understand why she. Okay, how can I say this? After she got away the first time, I think Mia, that should have been it. Now I get it. Why you go back? I get that. I get all that. But my thing is that first rodeo was extremely crazy for you. And I get it. You felt like you couldn't find a job. You felt like all of these things, but that's what the government is hounding in on, and that's why they feel. I mean, not the government, but the defense is hounding in on, and that's kind of why they feel like you may not be telling the truth here. Now, I'm not saying that she's not telling the truth. That's not my place, but I kind of see where the defense was going with that. But then in the same breath as well, I do believe where she is saying that psychologically some of these things did happen, and I could see them still, happening to this day, because I feel like things like this, you kind of, I think the healing process is kind of forever. I really do. I don't think you can ever, this is just my opinion. Y'all do not have to agree with this. I don't feel like you can ever heal whole with this type of trauma or with sexual trauma. I don't. Me personally, I don't feel like that. I feel like you can always work towards your healing, but I feel like your healing comes every day. I feel like your healing is always there. And again, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that I'm saying that you can't never get over it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that for the majority of people who go through these types of things, the healing is always ongoing. Yeah, I do agree that the defense absolutely poked holes in her story. I do agree with that. Tracy said, I'm saying she is leaving out parts of her story that didn't frame her in the best light. I agree, but I also think the defense poked holes in what she did say. I do. So, Mia, I mean, you are a victim, and I think that you just learn to cope with it daily. It's kind of like like you losing a loved one. You cope with it every day. But you know good and well that until you see them on the other side, you know what it is. You know what I mean? So I feel like it can be the same trauma like this. She's absolutely still scared of him because, hey, IPV, she absolutely is still scared of him because of the way that they say she's carrying herself in the courtroom as well. So let's see what they got over here, and then we're gonna get into this next. We're gonna get into this next person. Where did I leave off here? I think I left off here. When asked Mia, let me see. Okay. When asked, Mia reiterated her previous testimony that she didn't feel like she could have left her job with Sean Diddy Combs. I would have been stripped of my any credibility. Wouldn't have been able to get a job in the same industry or any industry that I wanted to be in, and I can understand that too. All right. So let's go ahead and get into Sylvia. Now, y'all didn't say Sylvia was going to be on the stand. Somebody lying. Anyway. I think it's too much for her to testify. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I can see that too. Again, I always try to look at this at different angles. I really do. It's just an unfortunate situation all the way together. You know what I'm saying? So I try to look at it with a different lens. All right. Hold on. All right. I don't remember them talking about no dang Sylvia testifying, but okay, Sylvia. Sylvia, I don't got all day either. All right. Next witness. The government calls Sylvia O'King. Where do you work? The Beverly Hill Hotel for 17 years. I'm the director of sales and marketing. How do reservations work? A system called Opera. Sylvia O'King. What is her name? I'm saying it wrong. O'King. I'm saying it wrong. What is it? Y'all know good and well I'm not fit to get nobody's name right. What is it? Why are you dying? Oh, the voiceover. Oh, okay. I was about to say, did I say it wrong? All right. Does Opera link a customer's alias to their real name? Yes. And this one, who is it? Really? Sean Combs. Can a guest change his or her alias? Yes. How is it paid for? It's to Fletcher at Bad Boys, paid by Amex of Sean Combs. What is this? The folio or bill for room 259. Um, what's this? A $500 charge for oil damage. No further questions. Cross the defense. The accompanying guest was Cassie Ventura. Yes. Nothing more. Is that a good place to let the jury go for the day? Okay, jurors, see you tomorrow. Well, there we go for today. Girl, what the hell y'all bring that lady in for? To sit up and say, you know who Sylvia is? She the janitor. No, she said she work in marketing and direct. No, she ain't no janitor. Girl, quarter over for today. But, wait a minute. Baby, Sylvia. What the hell they call Sylvia there for? What the hell they... Girl, y'all could have called Enrique up in here because we want to hear what Enrique got to say. Hell, we could have, girl, the building, they barely asked 2 questions. That wasn't even enough to like, girl, she wouldn't even understand 2 minutes. Girl, y'all could have kept that shit yonder. Honey, put Enrique Hernandez on the stand because I want to hear what he got to say. Okay? I want to hear what the other people got to say. How dare y'all waste our damn time like that? I know that jury probably like, really? Really? Tracy, but it was too quick. They could have asked some more questions. I mean, right. Flew her in from Cali for 2 questions. What is your job? Was there damage to the room? All right, no further questions. Who was the bill's name in? Was it changed to the alias? And was the alias able to change? All right, thank you. You have a good day. Damn. I mean, 2 questions per the government and the defense. They ain't had shit to ask that lady no way. We are ready to have one hotel staff member come through and tell us the real deal. Here she go, wanting, girl, I cannot. All that for her saying her full name and room damage. And that's all. That was it. But you know what? I don't know if that works for everyday people like us though. That's a good thing to ask. I used to work in the you know what? I don't know. Because I used to work in the hotel field, and if so like an alias. So I think this only got to be for rich people because we couldn't put no room in no alias name. That room had to match the name on the ID. Or someone had to be there with a valid ID and we had to see the ID. If a business or a corporation was paying for the room, they had to send in a credit card authorization form that had to match the name on the business or the business. I didn't know you could really do that. And that was Hilton. I never did it as long as I was working there. I can tell you that. So I don't know. That's what I feel like. I feel like he was paying and that's how they did it. They said, oh, she's still outside. Let's go ahead and call her up. That's what I feel like. Like, damn. That was so quick. That wasn't even 5 minutes. I wonder if it's by state or something because you can definitely do it here. Really? I wonder so too because again, I never tried to. Yeah, we never had that. Now what we did have one time is this person came in and lied about he had like a fake ID. And y'all, this is what's crazy. He had a fake ID, right? And y'all know that the hotel system, in case if you do not know this, the hotel system can definitely pick up if you are trying to use a fake card. Like, it can look real, and you know, people create credit cards and debit cards and stuff all the time. This man, mind you, he had his kids with him and everything, wife and kids with him, and he gave us a fake credit card. Well, the credit card ended up being in some like business name, so we had to send over some information for this alleged business to fill out. We couldn't call the business, we couldn't find the business. When we would Google, it would be like a random building. It was crazy. Well, come to find out, by the time we got done investigating, honey, baby, the police came up there. No, I'll tell you what happened before the police got there. They ended up going to eat breakfast, and one of the maids had went in the room, and when she went in the room, I guess she saw all this equipment. They was in there making fake credit cards. They was in there making they had drugs in the room. They was in there making they was doing a whole bunch of stuff. It was fake credit cards, fake debit cards, fake social securities, fake IDs. They had all these machines and stuff in there. And I will never forget that, y'all. That was some scary stuff. Because what ended up happening was when she came and told us, and we finally put two and two together and figured out what they were doing, they had already called the police, but we had to go deactivate their key. We couldn't do it at the front desk. We had to go actually take a key and deactivate their door, their hotel door. So when they was down eating breakfast or whatever, they couldn't go back upstairs into their room. So they came back down to the lobby. And as soon as they came back down to the lobby from the elevators, here come the police. The police came in. Child, next thing we know, FBI, all of the people, baby, it was crazy. It was crazy. And again, them people was making fake IDs, fake debit cards, fake credit cards. Them kids, them folks went to jail, and the Child Protective Services had to come pick up them kids. It was horrible. Oh, it was horrible. I'm beginning to believe you are part Jamaican, all that dang jobs. You because the problem is back then I used to be wanting to work 2 and 3 jobs at a time. Now a pop can't do that now, but back then, child, I used to work 2 and 3 jobs at a time, honey, and several of them I had to stop working because they either went out of business. Like Radio Shack went out of business. The CPS shelter that I was working at, the state ended up coming to buy it. So, I mean, not the state. Another company ended up coming to buy it, and they laid off everybody. Yeah. So, let's see. I think you got Caribbean blood. Child, I'm about to get right back to it though. I ain't for to even hold y'all. Big dummies, how come? Baby, they didn't have no sign on the door, no nothing. Just dumb. And I tell y'all, that hotel job was actually probably one of my favorite. Yeah, that besides Radio Shack, because Radio Shack was just easy money. But with that one, with that job right there, I do miss the hotel. So I have been trying to get back into the hotel industry because I did like it. It was good benefits then. One of my friends and a cousin of mine work for they do sales for Marriott. And baby, they discounts ain't what they used to be. Back in the day, I had a niece and a sister that used to work for Marriott. We used to get them rooms for $34 a night. Girl, not no more. Not no more. Them mud 70 something a night now with their discount. I think Hilton still got good discounts from what I hear. Yeah, they was running a whole criminal organization, and what really garnered the attention of us was how many bags and stuff he brought into the hotel. Cause every time we would turn around and do something, we would see him going out and in, and he was bringing in this and bringing in that, and these weird shaped bags and this. And I'm like, now typically, we wouldn't be paying attention to something like that. But that man, for at least a good 20 minutes, kept going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, back and forth. And I was like, child, I don't know if he got a body in one of them bags or something. We don't know. We do not know. Okay, let's see. So tomorrow, I guess we're going to get Enrique. Okay, let's see. Sylvia, the director of sales and marketing at the Beverly Hills Hotel, said that she recalled her some reservations from Sean Diddy Combs under an alias Frank Black. The jury also saw a hotel record that showed Cassie Ventura was listed as an accompanied with. Okay. She had full access to the reservation and could charge things to the room. The jury saw 2 bills from Sean Diddy Combs' hotel stays addressed to an alias associated with his guest profile. On one of the items from May of 2015, or on one of them from May of 2015, including a $500 charge for oil damage. Another bill included a $300 for cleaning the drapes. What the hell you was doing to them people drapes, Diddy? Yeah, so when you print out, I don't remember. I don't recall how we used to do it. I don't recall. I worked there for like 3 years. I do not recall. But I think what you're saying is right. But anyway, another bill included a $300 charge for cleaning the drapes. The hell you was doing to them people drapes. And a fee for going out to pick up 5 candles for Mr. Combs. What the hell? Now, why would you send the hotel staff to go get some candles? Right. You got, and this ain't no joke or nothing like that, but you got Cassie and all them women holding on to them after they done been in a pool of baby oil, holding on to them people drapes. You know better than that. You know better than that. You ain't the only one that can afford the presidential suite. That's insane. The Beverly Hills Hotel employee is offered to stand trial. The defense team briefly cross-examined her, and prosecutors did not have any questions for redirect examination. The jury has been dismissed for the day. The jury been dismissed for the day. Okay, so let's see who this Eddie Garcia dude is. Okay, so Eddie Garcia, who worked in security at the Intercontinental Hotel, is expected to take the stand tomorrow morning as prosecutors' next witness in the trial. Okay, now y'all know he is testifying under immunity. Prosecutor Marine said that forensic video expert Frank Pisa, Diddy Combs employee Derek Ferguson, and Brianna Bongalong. Okay. Who previously accused Combs of sexual battery, are likely among the next witnesses to follow Garcia, but the order could change. Comey said that Jane, in parentheses, another one of Combs' victims who is using an alias during the trial, could take the stand as early as Wednesday afternoon. The plan is to get Jane off of the stand in plenty of time for an international flight that she is scheduled to take next Thursday. Okay, so that means they gonna be on her for a minute. They're gonna be on her for a minute if that's the case. So Eddie is the one who got immunity this morning, or the judge signed the immunity order this morning for him to testify under immunity. So that's going to be also extremely interesting. That's going to be interesting. Who name? Marine Kami? Child, I call these people either by their first name, because their first name is always easier than all these last names and going on and can on. Baby, have some regular names. Y'all over here with these complicated names. Okay, let me see. All right, y'all. Again, we are $35 away from our goal. I have a couple of more lives to do today. Some are going to be this evening. Some are also going to be members only. So y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. And that's going to be our goal for the rest of the day. So you have an opportunity to bless the platform. And we'll be back in this thing in the morning, child. We'll be back in this thing in the morning. With that being said, y'all, I will see you guys a little bit later on. Just keep an eye out on your notifications. If you are in Patreon or members only, keep an eye out for that as well. And keep an eye out on your community wall. All right? Y'all good? We good? It's good in the hood. All right. Hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.